Hello you beautiful peeps, my name's John, welcome to my channel. Today we have a very special RC truck. The reason being that Bezgar have gone away. I requested a couple of things, oil-filled shocks, more power, more speed. They've now sent me this truck here, the HP 161S. They've delivered on the oil-filled shocks. Very nice indeed. But have they delivered on the power? Well, thankfully, I'm very impressed with Bezgar. They have done so. They put a brushless system in this little truck, but they've also put a 3S capable 45 amp ESC and a 3S battery in here. That's right, it comes with a 3S battery installed, and I love that, and I am very, very impressed with Bezgar. So congratulations and well done. I hope this truck does very well for yourselves. So take a look, it's very nicely put together. In fact, one of the first things that Colin and myself noticed right out of the box was it just feels better. The plastics feel better. Everything just has a nice touch to it and nice attention to detail. I mean, I'm just going to be quiet for a second and let you look at that. Right. Now, look at this battery. I love the way that that fits in. I truly do. And I will just confirm here. 11.1 volt. 1050 milliamp hours. It's a 25C battery. There's obviously your connectors there. It comes with a nice beefy USB charger here. But when it gets to 3S batteries, I personally like, you know, one of the proper ones that can also discharge and store. So keep that in mind. But fits very nicely in, locks nicely into place. So there's not going to be any of that battery go flying out when it comes into, you know, a big crash. They've thought about the future, so you can just disconnect the wires from the brushless motor here. So if you want to put in a different brushless motor, you can do so. The servo's tucked nicely away all the way down there, as you can tell. And then they put the ESC on top, and then there's the brushless motor, 2845 brushless motor there. And as I said, the suspension's so much better. All RC companies should just stop selling RC cars with friction shocks. Please move over to the oil-filled shocks. The wheelie bar comes separately, so you just need to install that. That's the reason why there should be a couple of screws here, because you take a couple out and put 4 new in. And I will just quickly show that. It's not intuitive how to install it. In fact, I'll be honest with you, it took me 15 minutes to install this wheelie bar. I was having one of those days, obviously, but now it's installed, you can see. Now, I'm going to confess something to you. I have tested this, not outside, not anywhere, in my living room, and this has some power to it. So much so that on the first 2 times of accelerating, because of the nice grippy tires, I put it on its roof, and then it just slid across our tiled floor, which made me laugh. It did make me giggle. This is the tools that came with it, just so you know. Now, the actual controller, they've done a great job here. They've done, let me just get in there. You can see that you've got off, then 70% power, and then 100% power. Now, I will be clear, I flipped it onto its roof on 70% power both times, but there you go. Let me just turn this on quickly, because I want to show you how quiet this is. Now, all of you know that the latest WL toys come with a jet engine installed, so when you turn it on, you feel like you're literally taking off. Listen to this one. Yes, that's it. I'm not holding up against my nipple, that's where the microphone is, I promise. So steering is ultra responsive, check this out. Whoa. And I'm not going to give full throttle in here, but they've done a lot of work on the drivetrain, so the differentials have got a lot stronger metal in them, and the actual has got a metal center drive shaft and whatnot, but yes, that does have grease, ladies and gents. And then you've got a nice little button on the side here, and as you can tell, he says, no, wrong button. Not that button, ladies and gents, it's this one here. I knew that. Very powerful. In fact, in the dead of night, it lit up my whole hallway, which is very, very long indeed. Now, the only other two things that come in the box is the warranty activation. They do take warranty seriously, so if you have any issues, they will help you out. And obviously the instruction booklet, and they've done a nice breakdown here. Ooh, I'm gonna have to take off the exposure lock just so you can get a look of that. They've done very, very detailed. They've also got an additional purchase that you can make, which is a GPS module unit, and then you can do things like GPS location, speed monitoring, battery monitoring, and data recording. So I thought that was a nice touch. I did hope that that was in the box, but I understand why they haven't put it in the box. It's currently on sale today for $188 US, which, remember, this is a 3S brushless truck. It is 1/16 scale, so some are going to say that it's over the price of what it should be, but I just think that the quality parts that they've used on it does warrant a price tag like that. Let me turn this off before that loud fan drives you all absolutely nuts, he says sarcastically. I'll just turn that off quickly. It's very well put together. It truly is. Nice chunky drive shafts on it, so I should have problems bending them. Not saying that I can't, but it should take a little bit more. Let me just turn it over here. I mean, they do a lot to sort of, you know, show you that they care, show you that they, you know, they are a company that you really should be looking at. The Bezgar 7 that I have, that you've seen the video of probably, still running strong, still doing very well indeed. It was just the last one that I reviewed, HM16 something, that I just wasn't impressed with. It was ultra slow, and the shocks were absolutely shocking on it, truly were. But this one does look very good. Now, I don't know if you've heard, outside we have a very, very big storm at the moment. The rain is not here, so I am going to try and get out and get some shots, but please, please bear with me with the wind noise. There's not really a lot I can do about that, but I will make sure that the microphone's hidden away, so you have to do it, you know, put up with the rustling of that. So the link for this will be in the description below, and I think I should now stop talking, get outside and see how well this handles. Let's get on. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that'll teach me, won't it, ladies and gents? I've just driven the RC car up this slide here, expecting it to come flying down in slow-mo, and instead it's got stuck. It drove all the way up that pipe up there. So now a guy of my age has to climb all the way up there to collect it. What a plonker. I am so glad Colin's not here to giggle. I'm glad there's not adults here to giggle, quite frankly. How do you get up here? Okay, underneath. Oh, oh, ow. Ow. Wow. I just hit my head on that. There you are, you little... Right. Oh. Should I slide down with it? What do you reckon? Come in. Whee! Colin would be so embarrassed. Oh, oops. Those wondering, this is on 100%. Oh, what a great little truck. Uh-oh. Nice. I'm going to put it down to 75% right now, and we'll see the difference. That's a lot more usable, isn't it? Nice! Oh, oh, nearly a goal. Ooh, so lucky. So, ladies and gents, what do you think of this little beauty? Yes, I did not expect it to go all the way up that slide, and I certainly didn't expect an old man like myself to have to climb up that play area just to collect the car back. I'm so glad there were no witnesses to that. I hope they don't have CCTV, because that was embarrassing and I hit my head twice. They're dangerous, those things. So anyway, moving swiftly on. I hope in the edit I managed to get as many of the crashes and bashes and the amount of things that I drove into. I'm not used to recording by myself, and the problem with that is that when, like, I had a camera here, then a camera here, then a selfie stick, my actual acceleration and steering was not at its best today. So please do not get the wrong impression about how capable this car is because of my driving, because I was just having to full throttle it because I was concentrating more on the actual footage itself. When I was finally at the end, I was getting used to it, obviously. To have the camera here at the side, I was getting much more control over the car, and I think you'd have seen, depending on where the footage is, that, you know, it was going a little bit better. But I think on 3S, and I don't want to say it may be a little bit too fast. On the 100%, it just wants to flip over onto its roof. So I had it mostly on the 75%. So I can see this being a lot of fun on a 2S battery. I am going to test this with, for example, WL Toys 144 tyres on this to see what it's like on tarmac, because I suspect it's going to be a lot of fun, but I will just run with this. I do want to give you some idea about what size batteries you can fit in here, because obviously this is a modular design. It is a fire retardant shell, I think they call it. But if you see here, this is actually the one from the WL Toys 124007. And as you can see, come on, down you get, there we go. It fits in. You just need to make sure that down here that the steering doesn't catch on whatever size battery you get in there, but absolutely perfectly fine. I have just received a couple of new batteries from Gens Ace, so thank you to Evelyn for sending those to me. This is actually a 3S battery, but it's 750 milliamp hours. When you consider this is only 1050 milliamp hours, I don't see it being a problem being 750. And of course, it can easily fit it in, can't it? So that's not going to be a problem at all. I just have to get some adapters before I test them. It's actually called a Tattoo, and the other one that I've got from Gens Ace does actually say Gens Ace. So I don't know how that works, so I'm going to have to ask them. I will show you the car in detail, or the truck, because from what I can see, there is 0 damage. From all of the jumps, crashes, bashes, 0 damage. I can't see anything on it. Obviously a little bit of mud and whatnot, but it's barely scraped. I can't believe there's not been any damage to it after everything that I was putting it through. And due to the fact that I was just having to floor the throttle, it was hitting things pretty much at max speed all of the time. Suspension, as it was at the start. What does it sound like? Let's try putting a 2S in for now. Controller on. And put up 100%. That's going to be more than enough, I reckon. I kept on forgetting, because every time I turned it off and turned it back on, I was supposed to turn the light back on. And I kept on forgetting that. So my apologies for not doing that correctly. When I got home, I had a sneaking suspicion that there was going to be something that was broken. So I have had a really good look. Nothing bent. Nothing snapped, nothing suspension working as it did when I left. I'm very impressed. Now there's going to be a lot of you that say for a 1/16, $188 it's on sale, as I said, it's going to be a lot. But as I said, it's got the 3S capabilities, it's got a 3S battery. It goes like a bullet. I do like it, and it, as I said on the intro, the actual plastics, it feels like it's a lot of quality. And if I can't break it, it's going to take a lot to break it, isn't it? So that I think you need to take into consideration. With the WL Toys, how many bits are you going to have to replace? How much is that going to cost you over the, say, the first 6 months? I'd say you'd be spending $20-30 anyway. Well, this is a brushless 3S battery, 3S capable, and it costs $188. So I think it's worth the money, in my opinion. And it does drive very well. I do enjoy it. I'm not, you know, it is a truggy. I'm not very keen on these like ultra squishy tires. As it's lifting up, you can't steer when the front wheels are in the air, but you can't do anything about that. But when I got it onto the grippier area, the football pitch, for example, and put it down to the 75%, it then handled as you expected it to. It was just a lot of fun. So I think you know where I'm going to lead to this. Can I recommend this car in comparison to the ones I've tested from them before? And the very simple statement there is yes. Yes, I can. I think the original price not on sale is up at the 216, 217 US dollars. I think I'm going to have to put a question mark on that one, I'm afraid. I'll make that judgment at a later date after we've driven it a lot more and seen if anything breaks. But certainly for 188, I have to say yes. Yes, most definitely. There are links in the description below, so please use those. It'll take you directly to the Bezgar site themselves. So they ship it directly out, and I'll see if I can find some Amazon links for you as well. Thank you so much to Bezgar for sending it to me, obviously. So there you go. What a lot of fun this has been, and I'm certainly looking forward. I'm definitely going to put the more tarmac-y tires on it. I'm going to lower it down a little bit. I'm going to whack that 3S battery back in there. I'm going to see what speed we can get on tarmac. Gonna be some fun. So thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, stay safe. Bye-bye. Love it.